After Lewis Hamilton decided to risk everything and join Ferrari, the world of Formula One went into a frenzy. Can the seven-time world champion really be a title contender this season? Well, Christian Horner, Red Bull's team principal, does not rule out this possibility but believes everything depends on how Hamilton adapts to his new team at the start of the championship. If Ferrari delivers a competitive car and Hamilton quickly feels at home, he could enter the title fight against Verstappen, Leclerc, and even the McLaren and Mercedes drivers. But does Hamilton still have what it takes to be champion? Let's analyze the 5 factors that could define this battle and what to expect from the Briton in red. Hamilton's move to Ferrari is one of the biggest events in modern Formula One. Since 2014, the Briton has been accustomed to a team built around him, where he had full control over car development and a close relationship with the engineers. Now at Ferrari, he is joining a team that already has Charles Leclerc as its star. If Hamilton wants to succeed, he needs to win over the team as soon as possible. And let's be honest, if there are internal disputes or a lack of harmony with the engineers, Ferrari could lose valuable time in car development. The Italian team has suffered from management issues in the past, so this adaptation needs to be quick and efficient. Do you think he will be able to assert himself against Leclerc? Leave your comment. Having one of the best drivers in history is useless if the car does not keep up. This is the big question mark for Ferrari in 2025. The team has been improving year after year but has yet to catch up to Red Bull. Max Verstappen was clear. Everything depends on the car, and he is not wrong. If Ferrari does not deliver a well-balanced, reliable, and fast F25, the title fight could become a distant dream. Last year, Ferrari showed promising signs, won races, and got closer to Red Bull at times. But have they managed to take the final step to put Hamilton in contention? If so, the season promises to be intense. If not, it will be another frustrating year for the Briton. Do you believe Ferrari has finally found the right path? Let us know. This could be the biggest internal drama at Ferrari. Many people wonder, will the team be able to manage 2 drivers with a champion's mentality? Leclerc is the team's golden boy and has already made it clear that he will not accept being relegated to second driver. On the other hand, Hamilton arrives with the prestige of a 7-time world champion. And if he feels the team is not 100% behind him, tensions could rise behind the scenes. Ferrari needs to clearly define how it will handle this duo. If they support each other and work together against Red Bull, the team could have its best title chance in over a decade. But if the team gets lost in bad strategies and internal rivalries, it will be another frustrating year. Has Ferrari learned from past mistakes? Share your opinion. If Hamilton wants to win his 8th title, he cannot focus only on Ferrari. On the other side, Red Bull remains strong with Max Verstappen, and McLaren is getting closer to the fight with Norris and Piastri emerging as real threats. Red Bull is still the team to beat. Even with some fluctuations last season, Adrian Newey's team always finds a way to evolve. Verstappen, meanwhile, is at his peak and will not want to share the spotlight with Hamilton again. Their rivalry could heat up, especially if Ferrari enters the battle on equal footing. Meanwhile, McLaren has grown significantly, and if it continues at this pace, it could even surprise everyone. Does Hamilton have a real chance of surpassing Verstappen? Let's discuss it in the comments. Here is the big question. Does Lewis Hamilton have a real chance of winning his 8th title with Ferrari? The answer is not simple, but we can analyze it based on 3 crucial factors: adaptation, car, and competition. Adaptation. As Horner pointed out, Hamilton's start at Ferrari will be decisive. If he gains the team's trust, aligns his driving style with the SF25, and avoids internal conflicts with Leclerc, he will be halfway there. But if he takes too long to adapt or becomes an outsider within the team, his chances will drop significantly. The car. Ferrari is on a fine line between success and another frustrating year. If the SF25 is competitive from the first race, Hamilton could be in the fight. But the team has a history of strategic mistakes and mechanical issues that have already cost them titles. Will they correct these errors in time? The competition. Verstappen remains the absolute favorite, and Red Bull will not make things easy. McLaren is growing rapidly, and Mercedes could surprise. If Ferrari does not have a consistently fast car, Hamilton will have to rely on his rivals making mistakes to keep his title hopes alive. Do you think Hamilton has a real chance of fighting for the title with Ferrari? Or will this move be a major challenge with no success? If you enjoyed this analysis, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you do not miss anything from the 2025 season. Here at Formula One News, you will always stay updated with the best analysis from the F1 world. The second day of 2025 preseason testing began with an unexpected sight. Lewis Hamilton leading the morning session in Bahrain. On a morning with limited track action due to rain, the Briton set a 1-minute 29.379 seconds lap, putting himself ahead of his former Mercedes teammate George Russell. So does this performance already indicate that Ferrari finally got it right? Or is it too early to get excited? Just like on the first day of testing, the weather in Bahrain caused trouble for the teams. Light rain significantly reduced the mileage for drivers, which is frustrating for teams since these sessions are crucial to understanding the behavior of their new cars. Despite the challenges, Hamilton made the most of his time on track. After a cautious start, the 7-time world champion took the lead and stayed there until the end of the session. Of course, it's still very early to draw conclusions, but seeing Ferrari at the top of the timesheets already gives us a glimpse of what might be coming. Russell, who finished second, also showed solid pace with Mercedes, which could indicate that the German team is on the right path to returning to the front. Now, the big question is, will we see a tight battle between Ferrari, Mercedes, and Red Bull in 2025? While Ferrari and Mercedes managed to get some decent running, Red Bull had a worrying start to the day. Liam Lawson, who took over for Verstappen in the morning session, had to return his RB21 to the garage due to engine issues. The team quickly closed the garage and started dismantling the car, which is never a good sign. Red Bull later confirmed that the issue was a loss of engine pressure, forcing Lawson to end his morning with just 28 laps, the lowest count among the full-time drivers. Of course, it's just preseason testing, and reliability can always be fine-tuned. But Red Bull is under pressure this year. After all, Ferrari and McLaren seem to have made a big step forward, and Mercedes is desperate to return to winning ways. If the RB21 truly has mechanical weaknesses, Verstappen's dominance could be in danger. What do you think? Has Red Bull finally met a real challenge in 2025, or will they fix these issues before the season opener? Now, an important reminder for everyone following the lap times: preseason testing results don't always reflect the real pecking order. Teams may be running heavier fuel loads, testing different aerodynamic configurations, or using less grippy tire compounds. The most crucial aspect of testing is reliability, meaning how many laps a car can complete without issues. That being said, seeing Hamilton on top on just the second day of testing is exciting for Ferrari fans. After years of frustration, could this finally be the season where Ferrari delivers a title-contending car? With Verstappen set to hit the track in the afternoon, we'll get the first real look at the RB21's true potential. If Red Bull manages to fix its mechanical issues in time, we'll also keep a close eye on Ferrari to see whether Hamilton's fastest time was just a one-off or a real sign of their pace. What are your thoughts on this morning's session? Do you think Ferrari is on the right path, or is it too soon to trust the lap times? If you want to stay updated on everything happening in the 2025 F1 season, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Here at Formula One News, you'll get the best analysis and all the latest updates from the F1 world firsthand.